Good evening. The people of Jammu and Kashmir have spoken, and what a strong signal they've sent the entire world, not just India, the voters, and told the world we are emerging from the darkness, from the depths of terror into what many think is now a breathing, living democracy. Dorab, me, Sonia, all of us have seen many, many elections come and go. Of course, Dorab and I have a few more than you, Sonia. Many, but for us, for me, and for Dorab, I guess, this must rank close to the most important watershed election that India has ever seen. It may not be quite the end of terrorism, but it could be the beginning of the end of 60 years of India's single biggest crisis state. Just the beginning of the end. One thing is clear. The whole election has been such a success that it almost seems irrelevant now to ask who's going to be the next chief minister, why one party won more seats than the other. The real story, of course, is that huge turnout in a totally free and fair election without coercion. Now, during the course of the next 30 minutes or so, we'd like to take a look at the bigger picture. What impact will this election have, will this watershed have, on separatism, on the rest of India, relations with Kashmir, and the impact on Pakistan and even the rest of the world. And we have guests from all over the world to try and analyze the impact of and the significance of this election. We will be joined by Farooq Abdullah, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Farooq Abdullah, of course, the next Chief Minister, Mushahid Hussain from Pakistan, who heads the Foreign Relations Committee of the Pakistan Senate, and Walter Anderson from America, South Asia expert analyst. So, Sonia?
Right, and Pranav, we are joined right now by Ghulam Nabi Azad, the man who was Chief Minister, sadly, not the man who will be again. Farooq Abdullah has already claimed that for himself. But we'll go across to you, sir, in just a minute. First, let's just look at tonight's top headlines.
Just go with me quickly through the actual results. Just a quick update on what the final results are. This is what it looks like. The National Conference does extremely well, exactly the same as last time, 28 seats, largest single party. The PDP 21, an improvement over last time. Remember, they took a more extreme position in their campaign. The Congress really bucking the anti-incumbency. It's nice to talk about normal things like anti-incumbency for a state like Jammu and Kashmir. Just 3 seats down after 5 years in power. The BJP surging ahead, 11, that's a gain of 10 seats. And others down by half. So there's been a rejection of independents and other smaller parties and a coalition around the main parties, the main four. Now, the turnout, as we mentioned, was a huge success in this election. And it seems to be a kind of return to normalcy. Remember those years, 1962, Dorab? When, oh, you would remember them. Yeah. You and I remember them. Pre-militancy, it was a high turnout state.
Yes, yes, like any other. Like most states.
And then you had these sort of 15 years of militancy with either rigged elections or coercion where the army forced people to go out and vote. And then last year, under militancy, under the threat of a boycott and being shot and your fingers cut off if you were caught with a black mark on your index finger, 44%. And now, a peaceful election and back to the pre-militancy days, almost.
Yeah.
So that's the big success, a return to normalcy. And if we look at where the different parties won their elections, you know, we think of Jammu and Kashmir as one place, but just look at the valley, that northern bit there. The National Conference won in the large parts of the northern part of the valley, while the PDP won in the south. It's as clear as that. So even in this apparently homogeneous area, it's actually heterogeneous. And in Jammu, it was also divided. Look at that, the BJP winning in the extreme south, bordering the other states. Congress doing quite well along the middle, and the National Conference winning on the west and the east. So that's the pattern of this election.